Hello, welcome to Footprint. My name is Samuel Atamensa. We will take a short break. When we come back, we will be zooming in to our man for today, a man who needs no further introduction. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is City FM, this is City TV, and my name is Samuel Atamensa. And I have the man, Bessa Simon. Uncle Bessa, good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
What? It's been forever. We've been trying to pin this man down like how many years? 2 years? And it's just been impossible. But we finally got him. It's very good to see you. Now, Bessa, let me, before even I talk about you, let me see. Since I met you face to face as a person, and I'm talking about when you launched your album, Awoyi,
Yeah.
that one.
Awoyi.
This will be in the late 90s, right?
That's right.
In the late 90s.
Yeah.
When
97.
97.
Yes.
So at that time, I was manager for another radio station, Joy FM, of course.
Okay.
And you had a niece there, Akosia Labi.
That's right. Yes.
So your niece, Akosia, wouldn't let anybody sleep. My uncle has done a song. Akosia pushed that so much that she even wanted me to play it on a gospel program. Interestingly, see, you haven't changed one bit. Wow. In the way you look, in your demeanor, in your appearance, your, as you say, your gentility. and so who is Bessa Simon? How come you are so different from the rest?
I don't know. I think, Fantis just talk very soft. So even most Fantis, when they are angry, you will not realize they are angry.
Oh, right. I have some gun parts, so mine is different.
Yeah, and I mean, a little bit of Christian, upbringing. Also, a little bit of being with the bad boys. So I have that balance.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, it's all about being nice to people, all the time.
Because you are really nice, unbelievably. I mean, I don't know. Do you get angry?
I do. Because people are very important.
Yeah, man.
And I try not to forget that everybody is important, and you have to give everybody, the respect, due to human beings. And I think that's what keeps me going. But I do get angry.
Good. Good. So you are a secondary boy or Takrady or Cape Coast?
I would say around Cape Coast, Central Region.
Oh, you're a Cape Coast guy?
Yes.
Where exactly?
Cape Coast, I grew up at a place called Sudu Estate, very close to the Lagoons Sudu Park. I don't know, COS Park.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not a Cape Coast person.
Oh, I see.
I don't know Cape Coast at all.
Where all the footballers came to play. So I saw players like Osei Kofi, Mfum.
Oh, wow.
Those
when
players.
You're growing up.
And you know what we did? We go to the park a day before, and we use the whitewash, and then
do the markings.
Yeah. And so once you do that, you have a free pass.
Interesting. It's interesting childhood. Yeah. But you are Fanti, right? Full Fanti.
I'm a Fanti, yeah.
Good. And growing up, you schooled in Cape Coast?
Yes, I schooled in Cape Coast, Methodist Primary B, middle, Bakatri. We call it Bakatri.
Yeah, Bakatri.
Yeah, Bakatri. Yeah. And
we have something called middle school. Yeah. We did.
We did. Yeah.
I think in America they still have middle schools here, but Ghana, actually, we forgot about them. And
And
you
then
did your
to-
secondary education where?
Yeah, Agri Memorial.
Oh, I know. You're an Amosa.
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 Amosa. We are very proud people.
Wow.
Amosa.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
In all my schooling, everybody who went to Agri Memorial, his nickname in university is Amosa.
Amosa. That's it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And in your days, was music a big thing in Amosa school? In the school?
Yes. I mean, not only at Amosa, it was a big thing at secondary schools because every school had a band. And at Agri Memorial, we had the Vox International.
The Vox, VOX.
VOX. It's a name for an instrument company.
Yeah.
And that band was very, very solid.
And you were competing with bands from which schools?
We were competing with bands mainly from Achimota, I would say one, and St. John's.
Is it St. John's is the Matthew chapter 5?
Matthew chapter 5.
Jesus,
Yeah,
they were good.
We were good. But they had good instruments. You know. But I think we were better than them.
Well, I don't know whether Nana Nkrumah will agree with you.
And at the Sidel College,
Yes.
they also had good band. In fact, at the Sidel College started the school bands with Dr. Sam Menz and co.
Yeah.
And then
the financial consultant, Dr. Sam Menz.
right.
Yes.
That's
Good.
Amazing guitarist.
He's somebody I'm going to interview on this program.
Wow. Yeah. He's got a story to tell.
Wow.
And then Alfred Bannerman. I went to meet Alfred Bannerman at Agri Memorial.
Oh, I see. Yes. So you had a past with him before you met him at Osibisa?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Alfred, is it Carrie Bannerman?
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
Good guy. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And tell me about Kwaboche, Augustins, and the other schools. Did they also have school bands?
Yes, in fact,
Ogasco has school band?
Ogasco, another top music, school. That's where Ben Bracco comes from.
Oh, Ben Bracco.
They had a good keyboard player, which we were all looking up to, called Chick. And then there's another guy.
So you had Ben Bracco from Augustins. You had yourself from Agri Memorial. You had David
Ampofo from St. John's.
From St. John's,
right.
who was a vocalist then for Matthew chapter 5.
The showman.
So David was in the same time as yourself, is that correct?
Yes, I think David was there. I'm always trying to figure out where.
Yeah. But Nana Nkrumah was around the same time.
Yeah, around the same time, but they were behind us.
Okay, good. I'm sure that those were days that you used to look forward to going back to school.
Yes. We used to play for other schools like Wege on their entertainment, Saturday entertainment evening.
Yes,
I know. And Fantaman girls. And when we are going, you see, because they don't have
Christmas,
voice.
Christmas come early. So you used to travel with your band.
Yeah, with the school band.
That's the Vox.
The Vox International.
The Vox International Band of Agri Memorial Zion Secondary School. No, Charlie. If you are an Amosa guy, Charlie, you have to give me a high five. Boza.
Oh, you just said it all. It was beautiful, and there were some great musicians too from there. Bedu was there. Kwesi Kwesin is my classmate.
Kwesi Kwesin, tell me about Kwesi Kwesin. Was he a keyboardist?
Kwesi Kwesin plays every instrument. Amazing musician, but his main instrument, bass and guitar.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's done a lot of nice composition.
Wow.
He himself and Kojo Essa, they've done some recordings. Yeah, and Michael Papp, Thomas Datsun. These were the Joy of Fair, and this guy. They are all over the place, but we have a platform, and sometimes.
So everything was centered around the central and western region, mostly.
Yes, I think in Accra, the only school we knew that were tough was
Achimota School.
Achimota.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they had a school band.
They had a school band, yeah, proper.
Okay, I missed it, man.
Yeah, and also in Fanspim. They were also strong because Alfred and Broderick Jolly, they went to France when they started the
That's Alfred Bannerman?
Alfred Bannerman,
Okay.
yeah. They started the school band thing that I saw that we all got interested, you know. And so Alfred went to Amosa, and Amosa bought instrument, you know. I think
Why did it sit form there?
Yeah, sixth form. He did his sixth form there.
Nice. Okay, so those were the early days of your formative years, if I should say. So which instrument did you start playing yourself?
Okay, so I started with the keyboards, you know, at a very early age.
Wow. Because how old were you?
Oh, I can't remember, but I think from 5, 6 going.
Wow.
Keyboard
you
was
used to do it in
house.
church?
Yes, I did church music.
Methodist church?
Methodist church.
Most fancies end up in a Methodist church. I don't know how come.
It was a big thing. You grow up into it. And in my house, we started, I came to meet my mom having Sunday schools.
Oh, nice.
And so after church, we would go out with a bell and ring it, so we get the people to come to the house.
Nice.
We had 1 bench, it became 2 benches, 3.
Wow.
And then my mom would make tea, bread, and butter for them.
But back in the day, she wasn't taking offerings.
No, she was.
Because now they're challenged.
Exactly. If it was today, my mom would have been rich. But anyway, yeah. So that was it, and then so my dad also is a music teacher.
Oh, I see.
He taught a whole lot of people.
Wow.
He taught at Sadal and Fanswim. I think his last school was National.
Wow.
And he also worked for the Arts Council. You know, so those days when they have the Chinese acrobatics coming in, you know, we have the chance to meet them, you know. And I remember I met Louis Armstrong when he came to Ghana and came to Cape Coast.
Okay.
You know,
this will be in the early 70s. Is that correct?
Yeah. So it was like, what is it? People come to learn how to play the piano, and when they finish, what I hear, I will go and also try. You know, until one day my dad said, "Oh, I can tell you are interested. Come, let me show you something." So he showed me the design of the keyboard, and then you know the keyboard has 2 black keys and 3 black keys. And then he just...
Not that I ever noticed, so I don't even understand the things.
Oh, I see. But once I say it, I use, this is how I teach. I'm a music teacher too. So,
oh, wow.
And so I just show you my dad, what he told me, and it's been working. Because within 3 months, you'll be playing keyboards.
No, I don't want to learn. If I learn keyboards in Yanson,
I know.
I'll disturb everybody.
I'm going to make sure you learn it. You will love it.
That's a challenge, man. Please help me. I'm going to learn how to play the keyboards, man.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me again. You know, you talk about your mom, you talk about your dad. Your Bessa is your middle name or your first name?
Yeah, the Bessa, I don't know where it comes from, but it's part of the name. You know, Bessa Simons, I don't know.
But your surname is Simons?
Yeah, surname is Simons. Some people make the surname Bessa Simons, but
Simons, Bessa.
Yeah, so I mean...
But you are Kojo?
Kojo, yes.
Kojo Bessa Simons.
Lots of names.
Tell me about that.
Sometimes I don't want to talk about it, but growing up, they call me MacIver.
What's the background?
The background is my grandfather, my mom's dad, the one I was named after. So he worked with some of the governors, and the man liked him so much he gave him his name.
Oh, okay.
So my granddad, everybody calls him Brony MacIver. So when I was named after him, when I go home, everybody MacIver. But when I realized that it was a Scottish name and white man's name, I dropped it
quickly.
But still, people, when they remember, they will call me by it. I look at that. And say, he must know me long time ago.
Yeah. So okay. So the days after secondary school, did you decide to go into music full time?
Yes. After secondary school, I moved to Tema to stay with my auntie, Auntie Gloria.
Akosia's
mom, yeah.
Because she had a bass, man.
Yes, she had a band.
And she actually had a band.
A band, yeah.
What was it?
1-2 Azuri.
1-2 Azuri.
That was the biggest band.
And then she had a place at Community 1.
El Paso.
El Paso.
So, El Paso. That is where we were based.
Oh, no, guy. Bessa, hey, you played for 1-2 Azuri at El Paso.
El Paso.
No. Hey. Then you are too humble. Because, like, if you be like, tell me about that experience.
That was a good band. So,
this will be the late 70s.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, when I finished Agri Memorial, so Auntie Gloria came, and then, because I was so much into playing, and I played with a band in Cape Coast called Pelicans when I was at the secondary school. During holidays, I go and play with them. So sometimes when we go on holidays, the students will not go. They will stay.
So that you get a space to do your own thing.
Before they go.
Wow. But tell me, quick digression. Auntie Gloria herself used to sing. Is that correct? Before?
No.
She just owned the band.
Yeah. But she became a songwriter.
Okay.
Later on.
She I know she was involved in.
Yes.
Because back in the day, I mean, I'm talking about the mid-90s.
That's right.
There were times we'll be doing a program and she'll call. And she'll tell you that this song you are talking about, this is not the story. And then she'll tell you the story, right?
Papa, she was so brilliant.
Wow. Yeah. No wonder. That actually happens to be Kweku Bako's mother.
Yes, yes. And I mean, that was an eye-opener because Auntie Gloria is someone who has traveled extensively. And she has all kinds of gadgets. Those they reel to reel.
Yeah.
And she will play it, and she called me. So she calls me Mark, bra. You see this and that, and then she will play it, and she will tell me the story behind.
Yeah.
She will tell me the hotels she stayed. She met Nat King Cole.
Wow.
At a concert in one of her travels.
That was a big deal then.
I tell you, only the black woman. Yeah. So that's where I started hearing different songs from Stevie Wonder and other, and it just blew me away because they were playing, the major sevens, extensive chords, and singing melodies over it that was so nice and so strange to me. So in the end, she gave me all these things. I took it to my room.
Wow.
I have my keyboard, so I started learning all these songs, and that is when 1-2 Azuri came out.
Wow.
1-2 Azuri was formed with members from the Barbecues.
Yeah.
And they were Tommy Darling, Marshall, Olainka, who was it? Eddie Beck, and it was a solid group. And these were musicians. When they come to play in Cape Coast, all the musicians at school will find a way to run and go and watch them.
Tell me about the Barbecues a bit. Which one is the Barbecues again?
Barbecues, they were one of the BB bands.
I was going to get there. So this is the man, the Ghana man. Kim Bruce. Kim Bruce's bands. Kim Bruce's band. I was going to get there, but I wasn't too sure.
Oh, okay.
Black Mirrors, Barbecues, all those BBs.
And all those. Yeah. Black Beats.
Black Beats, yes.
Yeah.
Because they used to be in my base in Amamo.
Wow.
In the gun inside. Oh, good. So Barbecues, you took over into 1-2 Azuri.
1-2 Azuri.
Now tell me, within that time, what were the other bands? Which ones were the most active bands in Tema? Because Tema used to be the main place for most of the bands.
Yeah. We had Sweet Talks.
Sweet Talks.
At the Talk of the Town.
They used to base at Talk of the Town Hotel, right?
Yes.
Wow. Charlie, that time Tema was the main place.
Tema has been happening. But
you still live there, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm at Spintex Road.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so 1-2 Azuri at El Paso. Sweet Talks at
Talk of the Town.
And Bisagoma.
Those
days. Oh, man.
So they were based where again?
Sorry. What was it? In the end, they became the Gem nightclub.
Gem nightclub. Whoa.
Yeah. They were at Community 2.
Okay.
And
so this would be days before Jato Chrome became popular.
I think. Yeah. Before Jato Chrome became popular, yeah.
Because Gem nightclub was the place to be.
Yeah, was the place to be. Yeah.
Charlie.
After Talk of the Town, El Paso, then Gem nightclub also.
Wow.
So Mr. Goma were the third group that came in those days.
You remember some of the guys that were involved in these bands?
Yes, at Sweet Talks we had Smartin Cancer, A.B. Krenzel, Asabia Kropa, Eugene
Asabia used to be part of Sweet Talks.
Yeah.
Now this is star loaded. Star loaded.
Juelaka was there.
Oh, hang on. A.B. Krenzel was there. Juelaka was there. Asabia Kropa was there. Smartin Cancer was there. So they were all in the same band.
In the same band.
Hey!
Serious band.
No wonder.
Yeah.
No wonder Sweet Talks was really sweet.
Yes, it was sweet. They were tough. And they had their Sunday afternoon jump.
Yeah.
And the place was packed. It would be packed with all the beautiful ladies, the cement, and you know, Tema and the cement. So everything was happening there. You just get in there, and you know the cement start offering you drinks. Those were the days.
Wow. So you did this for how long were you involved with this group?
I think for a long time I worked with One Two Azuri. Then from One Two Azuri, after One Two Azuri, Antigua formed another band, Uta Wazutu. And then the third band was Dutch Bengals.
Yeah, Dutch Bengals is what I remember, you know, growing up. Dutch Bengals.
Dutch Bengals.
It was quite popular.
Very, very popular.
Yes.
Dutch Bengals was so popular, if we play at Elmina and you go and bring Michael Jackson, nobody will go and watch Michael Jackson.
Wow.
buta nyami bobwao yasi mwa yewe kuzuwo mwa wansabaka mama buta no hia mpa no hia onye si abuta nyami bobwao onye si abuta nyami bobwao.
So you stayed through all the phases.
Yes.
1, 2 Azuri, the second
Utawazu
2, and
and
then
Dutch Banglos.
Wow.
I think Dutch Banglos is when I started leading a band. You know. So I played with Dutch Banglos for a while, and then I moved to Takrady to play with the CK Man and the All Masters.
Oh, so you left Dutch Bungalows at some point, and then moved to Tadi. Because at that time, Uncle C was in his prime.
Yeah.
You know.
know.
So this would be late 70s. Oh?
Yes, I think in the 80s. This would be somewhere around 80s.
Would this be when he did Ajwa Yankee?
No, after.
Oh, you joined after that?
Yeah. So when I went to Takrady, I mainly worked with CK Man because I needed that experience, that high life exposure. And he's one person I will never forget. CK believes in rehearsal.
Wow.
He says that's the juju in music. You rehearse till you have it very perfect. And then when you play, people think you are using juju. And also his recordings ability, he was always looking to record a song and to do this, you know, and that. And I learned a lot from him. Through CK Man, I met Kakeku, another brilliant musician, you know, and they all play guitar and things like that.
So CK Man, what do you think were his strengths as a musician?
CK Man's strength was his two things. First of all, his singing.
Yeah.
The way he sings. Nobody sings like CK. His phrasing. I see a lot of people trying to phrase like him, but they're not like this man. It's a God-given talent. The man can sing some melodies and timing, and it's just unbelievable. You know, and he plays guitar like nobody.
You know,
only CK Man.
You know, I had a very good relationship with CK Man. You know, and he had this. He had this song. Maybe you can even do that for us.
Yeah.
You know that song?
Yeah, I know that
Can
song.
you do it for us?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do. Just in remembrance of Uncle C.
Yeah.
Nana Nkrumah, actually, Nana Nkrumah should have been here, man.
Oh, yeah, Nana should have been here.
Let's see how this one goes, and then we'll end this. So, people, you are still on. You are still on Footprint. My name is Samuel Atamensa. We'll be taking a short break right after CK Man's Bessa Simon's rendition of CK Man's Medemoho Bemanyamisum.
Bosum nyina hwiase Minyano wajinya minizinzi jina pinti Mizimi hubema nyame sumpa Demiti munia fawubra
Thank you very much, Bessa. We'll be right back.
Odo
Kojo Bessa. I think this song just opened the whole industry up to another level. Billing Bay. So this happened after you had been out for a while. Is that correct?
That's right. That's right.
So tell me, at which point did you decide to leave Ghana?
That
So
was
after playing with CK Man,
after playing with CK Man.
did you play with another band?
Yes, I played with other bands. After CK Man, I played with Dutch Bungalows again, and then
You went back to your auntie?
yes, and then I think I went to school.
Oh, okay.
I went to National Academy.
Yeah, you
of
went to
Music.
Winneba. Yeah, that's correct.
Right.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Which is a university now.
That's right. Yeah. So from there, I played with Dutch Bungalows. Then I played with a band called Third Eye.
Third Eye. Okay.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
This is that was the instrument that a band named Bediakun was using.
Oh,
So
okay.
after a band named Bediakun, that they formed Francis from the Third Eye, and this is a band with Afro Moses, Tony Mensah, Pakwesi. That was also another tough
Solid
band.
one.
He got all the top people too.
Okay.
Then the
Still
last
in the 80s, right?
yes, in the 80s. It's when I played with the Third Eye was the time that I met Mactonto. Osibisa came to play in Ghana, and we did the opening.
Oh, that was
for
in
them.
83, 84, thereabouts.
That's right.
Yes,
That's right, yeah.
yes. When Osibisa, it was big.
Yeah,
man.
it was massive at the stadium.
Yeah, stadium, yeah,
that was
yeah.
massive, you know.
Because they hadn't been in Ghana
Yes,
for a long
long
time.
time, that's right, yeah.
So this Osibisa, you had Mactonto, you had Teddy Osei.
Say,
Was that when Kikijan joined?
no, I think they had Emmanuel Renzos
Okay.
on keyboards.
On keyboard.
And so and after Third Eye, then I played with a band called Kelke Shows.
Kelke Shows.
That
They're
was the-
also around.
Yeah, that was the last band I played in Ghana.
Kelke Shows.
Kelke Shows. Because the names of the
You
bands
have
were,
style, oh.
yeah, they were
You
good.
have Dutch Benglos, you have Kelke Shows, you have Sweet Talks, you have
Bessa Goma.
Bisagoma, and then
Barbecues.
barbecues. They have Zantoda.
Zantoda.
That's our man.
Yes, ambulance.
Jeduble.
Jeduble, Zantoda. Oh,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So then you had to leave Ghana.
that's right.
What was the mission? Were you relocating, or you just went to for a program?
Yes, for a program, and you know, I had to.
One thing led to
One thing
another,
led to
to another.
another.
Which year was this?
This was in 86.
Okay.
86,
Okay.
yeah. So it was like the music was everywhere, you know, when I got there. And
So you went to the UK? Or?
the UK, yeah, I went to the UK, you know, and I joined a band.
Which band? One of these area bands.
No, they were called the Radio Moscow. That was their name, but it was an English band with some Irish people in there. And they were touring.
So doing tours.
Yeah, they were touring UK, yeah, United Kingdom, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Republic of Ireland. So I just fell in it, and it
That's
was
it.
about 3 months, you know. So within 3 months, I didn't see anybody. I was with them, you know.
Wow.
We rehearsed, and then we just toured and toured and toured. And so you get into the cycle. Once you get into the circle, then
That's
you
it.
are with the music there. Other than that, I think it would have been very difficult to stay with music, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is how it all started.
So in all, how long were you out in the UK?
Almost about 30 years.
Ooh.
I know. It just went so quick.
Yeah. And you were doing music.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had fun then.
Yeah.
And you were busy.
It was very, very busy. And there you see, they say we don't want time wasters. So you have to practice. So if professional musicians are not playing at a show, you have to work 7 hours a day on your instrument.
All right.
You know, buy books, you know, and get to know.
Of course, you
listen.
had been to school, so you could read
Exactly,
music as
yes.
well.
And that really helped.
Tell me, when you got to the UK, you also met some of your old friends in the music industry.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
You care to name some of them?
Yeah, I met Papa J. Papa J was very helpful because he was in the system. You know, I mean, he has played with High Tension. You know, he has played with top groups there. So he showed me the ropes. You know, if you want to do this, this is where you have to be. You know, you can't do this, you can't do that, and you have to be very professional. You know, he was telling me things like, listen, when you go, they say sound check 6 o'clock, you get there for 5. You know, you finish sound check, show time 8, by 30 minutes you are ready. Everybody knows you are ready. Then they know that this guy is serious and they will call you. And so I met Papa J. Who were the other? And other musicians from other African countries. Alfred was there. Alfred was there. I think I met Alfred later. Ben Brakuntu was there. Yeah. So I met Alfred, Ben Brakun. Who was the other one? I'm just trying to remember the name.
Did you know Paulina by then?
No, I didn't know Paulina by then. The way I met Paulina was so funny.
Tell me about it. Oh, Paulina, she go kill me. Paulina.
I know. There were a lot of African bands from South Africa, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Nigeria, you know. And so I got to be playing with most of them, you know. And there was a band called Orchestra Jazeera, was it? And we were traveling to Edinburgh Festival in a bus. And Paulina was in the bus. I never met her.
Sorry, we are talking about Paulina Odro.
Paulina Odro, Auntie Paulina. And, you know, so people were having conversation. I'm sitting down quietly, you know, minding my own business. So I think one person realized, but Paulina is a Ghanaian. Bessa too is a Ghanaian. But they haven't spoken. So one person said, by yourself, why? This woman be your country woman, no. But when Paulina talks, you can't tell.
No, Paulina was in the African American system, yeah.
And so I said, oh no, that's not true.
Fancy Papa.
And then I said, Robertson, so muye. I tell you, it just blew me away. I said, you guys, you can talk your Sierra I meet my party woman here. And that was the first time we met, and we bonded till now. She's a very good friend, sister.
Oh, Pauline is a sister to many, man.
And John K.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and John K too was there, yeah.
Oh, so John K too was there at the time?
Yes, John K too was there at the time. So he was a big Ghanaian family, you know, Papa, John K, Paulina, Alfred, Herman Asafoye, you know, the bass player for Osibisa sometime. So it was very good, and, you know, we would do shows and, you know, things like that. And then in the end, I also formed my group, the Bessa Band.
Oh, you formed the Bessa Band in the UK?
In the UK.
Good.
Yeah.
Also doing some tours here and there?
Yes, doing some tours, recordings, and, you know.
Good. Now, while you are at it, who were some of the musicians, the known musicians at the world stage at that time?
When I was
in the UK, yeah.
Who was it? I mean, Eric Clapton was still big. Elton John was so big. Trying to remember.
So Tina Turner had just popped up again.
Yeah. She had just
popped up. What's Love's got to do with it?
What's Love's got to do with it? Michael Jackson was still there. Lionel Richie was there.
Lionel Richie had just gone solo and was all over the place.
All over the place, yeah. And there were some jazz musicians also coming around, you know, Heavy Hancock, Korea, they were all, you know, releasing some nice jazz music. So
while you were there, then I know that you had something to do with the Osibisa people through your common friends. Is that correct? Yes,
I mean, you know, I said when Osibisa came to Ghana, the third eye, we opened for them.
Okay.
After that, we played at a dinner party they did for them, so we went to play there. And this is when we were playing. I remember Tonto walked to the side of the keyboard, enjoying the band. You know, Mark is very
energetic.
Yeah, and he was enjoying everything. I'm sure if he had his trumpet there, he would have joined the band to play.
I know.
You know, so when we finished playing, we got talking, and he said, "Hey, Joe, Charlie, if you find yourself in the UK, Charlie, come and look for me. Come and look for me." You know, and that was it. So when I was in the UK, after some time, I met Mark at a place. I can't remember the place, but we met, and when we were talking, I said, I know you somewhere. And Mark is like that. He can remember people. After that, I realized that. And I said, yeah, I was playing with the third. I said, yes, you were the one playing the keyboard. Hey, we have to go and see Teddy. We have to go and see Teddy. So we went to see Teddy Osei.
The brother, yeah.
Yeah. And I remember when I went to see Teddy, Hugh Masakela was there, you know, at Teddy's house.
Oh, yeah.
And
but
so
they're
they
very
were,
good friends, yeah.
Yeah. So they were talking in the other room, and I was in the other room where there is a piano. So I was just, you know, tinkling away. I said, wow, I haven't seen upright piano for a long time. It was when I was growing up at Cape Coast that we had what we used to bang. So I was just banging it. And so after a while, they came to see me, and he was asking Teddy, who is this new? He used a term like, you know, a new thing. You have to, you know, ginger him with the medicine and let him get. But what they meant is for me to believe in African music, African rhythms, Africa, put the African thing there first before the Oyibo thing, you know, and it was all good. And so that is when I met Teddy Dam. And within a short while, I got a call. They said they're playing in Spain. And what happened was, when we were at the secondary school, we played all those Osibisa songs. So that area, everybody knew all those Osibisa songs.
They were that popular.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm sure Kiki did the same. He also did not rehearse with the band, but he played with them.
So Kiki went in after you or before you?
Before me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, before me, yeah. So they called me that they're going to Spain. Yeah. And so that was the first show I did with them. So we went, we played, you know, when we finished, another gig, another show, another here. Then I said, I think we need to rehearse. Because by that time, the band hasn't rehearsed for some time. So I could feel a little bit, you know,
out of place from time to time. Yeah.
So when I told Teddy booked a rehearsal studio for 3 months. So the band rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed. Then the band took off again. So we toured all over. I mean,
So you had actually, within that period, become an integral part of the Osibisa group.
that's right. I mean, within from, I think, 87 or so going, all the way down to 2000.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah, so, and I mean, it was good. I mean, this is...
So you were with, you know, they had this guy, is it Glenn something? Was there a Glenn, a Jamaican? No, sorry. He was from one of the islands. He used to play the guitar.
Is it Winston? Winston DeLandro.
No, there's another person.
There's another person.
In fact, they came in 98.
Greg Brown.
Greg Brown.
Greg Brown.
Greg Brown.
He's an American.
Yeah, he's an American.
Yeah.
Okay, Greg
Yeah.
Brown.
Yeah, Greg was there.
Yes, Greg, light skin.
Yeah, light skin
Greg
Greg.
guy.
Yeah, yeah.
But there was another guy, heavily built.
Wendell.
Wendell Richardson.
Yeah.
Yes, Wendell Richardson is
Yeah.
the guy I'm trying to look.
Yeah.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
Very good.
He's fine.
Very good. He was from the islands, right?
Yes, he's from the islands.
Good, good.
And he was the first original singer for Osibisa. So
Because I remember him with a coffee song.
exactly, Coffee
Yes.
Song,
Yeah.
Sunshine Day,
Day,
most of the song, you know, Wayaya. So him and Teddy used to do the lead voice.
Wow.
And when Wendell was not there, Greg Brown
Yeah.
was doing his
Yeah.
part.
But he was an American who also lived in the UK as well.
Yeah, he lived in the UK. Greg was also, he came into Osibisa as a bass player.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. He was so passionate about Osibisa.
Hey, he added Kofi,
To his
Kofi
name.
Brown.
Yeah.
Hey,
No, I invited them here, so I
Yes.
remember we did it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
We did it twice, 3 times.
Yeah, Greg believes in Ghana. He's a Ghanaian. I mean, I always call him a Ghanaian.
Wow.
Kofi.
It's been an exciting 1 hour of talking to the master himself, Bessa Simon. People is being the footprint. My name is Samuel Atamensa. We'll catch you next week.